Is there anything else you guys would like to do in Daggerford before you guys head up that way?
No, I'm all set.
Alrighty.
Okay. I can't think of anything.
Okay, alright, sounds good. So to kind of speed things along a little bit, I'll just bring up if anything exciting kind of comes up on your guys' travels, if you're alright with that, unless you guys want to stop at Waterdeep on the way or anywhere in particular.
No stops for me.
Alrighty. And so you guys continue to travel along, and on about the second or third day, just outside of Waterdeep, really, you guys see some appears to be pilgrims kind of parading down the road. Sort of in a single file line. They're all covered in a heavy cloak, walking. Their arms are inside their sleeves, heads are kind of down, sort of passing you along the way. Their cloaks are all brown in color, and there's probably about 8 or 10 of these guys that are walking through here. One of them kind of looks up to you, and you notice that he's has what appears to be a human shaped face. Can't tell if he's elven or some sort of other humanoid type religion. Kind of nods to you, and it's sort of in a grumbled common that's kind of harsh and not really a common dialect that you've heard from this area. Kind of says, "Good day, good day," and kind of nods his head and puts his head back down again as you guys are going by.
Do I notice any unusual like symbols on his clothing?
Yeah, so you don't. They appear to be pretty gray or pretty bland cloaks that are kind of hanging down. Don't really notice any symbols. You also find it's unusual that they don't seem to be carrying any gear or provisions. They don't have a wagon. They're just kind of parading down the road in their cloaks.
Greetings, traveler. How fares the road ahead?
Roads
Ours is fairly safe behind.
roads are clear. Roads are clear. Yep, they are. Doesn't look at you. Just kind of keeps his head down. Continues to walk. The rest of them don't say anything as they're walking by.
All right.
All right.
You're a wide enough path to let them pass by.
All right, sounds good. They give you guys a good wide berth. They continue on. Can I have some perception checks, please? Excellent. Still got the double clutch in there, huh? I gotta get your character fixed, Mike.
I hit that one twice.
Oh, did you? Okay, all right. It makes me feel a little better then. So
all the other gremlins are this game, but that one's my fault.
all right, fair enough. So let's see. Yeah, that's good. So as you guys go by, you do see that. Let's see. Pretty much everybody, as you guys are walking, are pretty vigilant, and you see kind of the guy at the end sort of turns around and looks at you and has this kind of a big kind of sardonic smile, and then sort of turns his head back away, and they continue to proceed along the road. They continue along their distance. You guys continue along yours. You don't see anything else, and the rest of the road appears to be pretty quiet and untraveled up to this point. You guys get to Waterdeep. I think you guys had said there was nothing that you were really particularly interested in doing. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Just checking. And so, yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know why my perception keeps rolling with a +8. See that affects +8? Is there something in a combat tracker that somehow...
Yeah, you've got...
You already do an overnight rest?
I did. Falcon's Aim's all listed there. Let's see.
Yeah, that's always on, though.
Oh, I just took one of them off. No, I don't see anything else. You had 2 Falcon's Aims.
They shouldn't have stacked, but let's see what happens. Oh, I took 3 of it off. Okay, so what the hell?
Interesting.
So I got skill 3 perception off Falcon's Aim.
Favored terrain, maybe?
Yeah, favorite terrain, take that off, please.
All right, try that. And then you have your cape too, which gives a bonus.
Not to perception.
Okay. +3.
All right, that I buy.
Okay, alrighty, gotcha. Okay, yeah, no, thanks for catching it, I appreciate it. So you guys continue past Waterdeep up to the north. The weather now is, kind of, it was fall, a few weeks ago, and now you're starting to see that things are looking a little more barren, and definitely appears to be stormish, maybe even some snow clouds up to the north, farther up the road. The road appears to be lightly traveled, occasionally passing merchants and whatnot. And you know that it's quite a distance before you're able to get to the next town, and there's really no other place. It's getting quite late. I assume you guys would camp along the road, or would you continue to press on?
This is between.
You're between.
Red Larch?
Yeah, you're between. Yes, exactly. So you would be. I know, Tanner, you can't see the map, but you guys would be kind of right in that area between Red Larch and Tribor.
How far would we guess the Tribor is?
You would say probably another 4 hours or so.
All right. Well, then I guess we need to find ourselves a place to shuckle down.
Alrighty. The area's got some sparsely wooded, not terrible. Definitely could be either right along the road if you wanted, or you could even be off the road. Like I said, there's no real settlements or any farmlands or anything that you can see around the area. So you guys are able to find a spot where you guys are going to kind of camp out for the night. You guys are able to camp throughout the night without any issue. When you wake up, you notice that the sky is a little bit brighter today, but there's definitely a lot cooler in the air. And as you guys kind of proceed on, you guys are able to get to Tribor, and some of the local folks there tell you that it appears that there was a pretty heavy snowfall that was up towards the road to the north. Not quite to Long Shadow, but definitely seems to be getting more and more closer to being impassable.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. So as you guys continue along, you notice that there's definitely spots of sort of icy water. Things are more frozen. The road is definitely sort of a kind of a crunchy type of mud, more of which you would kind of expect that the ground had been frozen and then kind of defrosted a little bit. You see that the road is pretty sparsely traveled. However, you do see another group of gentlemen similar to what you had seen before earlier on the road. However, there's only 4 in this group that are walking slowly down the road. This group appears to be the same. They're in these kind of brownish cloaks that are very nondescript. You can see that these folks don't have any shoes, and they're walking barefoot. Appear to be human-type feet. Heads are down, arms are in the sleeves, continuing to walk towards you.
Walk along the road or just towards you?
No, they're walking along the road. You guys are kind of coming towards each other. They're heading south. You guys are heading north.
Well met, traveler. How fares the road ahead?
They are continuing on their path. Heads are down. No comments are made to you. They're probably about maybe 100 feet in front of you, slowly walking your way.
I'm going to ask them where they're going with no shoes on their feet.
Okay. One in the back sort of tips his head up just slightly, just enough so that he's able to see towards you, but you're unable to see what he looks like underneath. You hear some mumbling. Why don't I have another perception check, see if you guys can catch what the mumbling is. All right. Wow, great rolls. Holy smokes. So I'll just wait for Cormer to give me a quick roll. So as you're going, you guys are able to hear him kind of mumble sort of in this sort of broken common again. Same guys as before. And they all kind of keep their heads down and continue to walk towards you. They're about 40 or 30 to 40 feet from here.
I'm telling the halt or receive fire, and I'm gonna shoot my my bow if they continue to progress.
Okay, alrighty. So they all halt kind of in a line. The gentleman in the front sort of tips his head up a little bit, and he says, "Allow us to pass. We mean no harm."
Go around. Can't be nice enough to greet us back as we were, then go around.
So they, the one in the front kind of tips his head back and turns back towards the others. The others sort of tip their heads up a little bit, almost as if they're communicating in between each other without really talking. He turns back around and he says, "As you wish." And he starts to get off the road and walk kind of around you, giving you about the same distance here, kind of in a circle, kind of trying to walk around.
All right, as long as they're moving, whatever, and not trying to encircle us.
Okay, alrighty.
Let them pass.
Sounds
With my
good.
weapon ready to fire if they do anything.
Alrighty. And so as they continue to pass, you kind of keep an eye on them. I assume everybody else does too. And you kind of see them passing by. Kind of interesting sort of stature as they go by. You had not really noticed before with the other ones, but these ones, they seem to be almost abnormally bodies long versus legs short. Does that make sense? So their trunks are really long, and it seems like their legs seem kind of short, almost disproportionate. Just doesn't quite look right. So. Is
there any sense about them that we can feel a?
Yeah, you can give me kind of a sense motive if you want to, and we can see. You can kind of sort of get a feeling across to what's going on.
I'll yell out to them.
Okay.
Hey, travelers of the cloth, are you guys? What gods do you worship?
Let's see. So one of them kind of turns his head with his head still covered with the cloak and looks to you and kind of in your direction and says, "God's long forgotten." Bose, you feel like something's amiss. Something's not quite right here. And Cormer, you're like, you think kind of, you're just not quite sure. You know what I mean? You're just like, I don't know, I'm not sure.
So, travelers, you traveling with worms?
One doesn't return any reply. They don't say anything to your question. They continue sort of going around. Now they're kind of in a more of a position almost behind you, and they start kind of turning back to the road. So they're kind of where you were when you guys were coming up the road, essentially. So
I'm gonna cast. Are they within 60 feet?
They are within 60 feet.
I'm gonna cast Detect Undead.
Okay.
In a cone shape towards them.
Alrighty, gotcha. And so as you cast that and pass the cone towards them, you did not sense. You don't sense any undead that's there.
I like to cast detect magic on them.
All right, sounds good. So as you kind of cast detect magic, all four of them sort of completely highlight into a sort of a illumination of whatnot. Do you want to take 3 turns to try to figure out what they are as they go by?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Alrighty. And then
Let me use my ring of counterspell. I'm gonna try to dispel magic on them if they have an illusionary.
okay. Alrighty. Go for it.
Let me find it 1 second.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. So they don't get a saving throw.
Okay, great. So you cast a spell magic, and all 4 of them disappear. And as that happens, you see 4 other creatures kind of surround you in a circle, and I'll have you guys all roll for initiative.
Oh, sorry, guys.
How the hell did they split apart like that, little bastards?
Well, these definitely aren't them. This is something else.
Hey, I can see the map. Yay.
Hey, all right. We'll see about the rest of the maps, but at least you can see this one. So what you see, guys, kind of in front of you, go ahead and set what your marching order would be, just in that general circle. That's the road. The map is tilted. It should be going north-south, but that's all right. We're going east-west. So just in the kind of general circle that you're at is where you would be. The bone-like creatures, the large bone-like creatures that you see there, they are actually about 10 feet off the ground flying at this point. The other 2 are standing on the road that are in the center there. Amaxian and Lyricisk. And I'm not... Razak, are you that size? Are you going to be that size?
Are you loading stuff, Greg?
I don't think so. I see some people moving some things around. Is it lagging out for you?
I'm offsetting myself.
Yeah.
I'm on the same square as Joe.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm offsetting myself to the 4 to represent.
Alrighty.
Both icons.
Gotcha.
Am I able to do anything with my my held action, or was this like totally different beings that? Just
Yeah, these are totally different. So essentially what Tanner did was he dispelled an illusion.
Okay, Tanner. Yeah, look what you found. Yeah, you see, you see what you bring us.
So
Okay, I'm sorry. We're
no problem. So the guy that's on the road, kind of on the left side, you can see him. They both have kind of the same appearance, and so do the creatures that are around you. And the one on the road says in kind of sort of a serpent-like sound, he says, "All we wants is the artifacts. Give them to us and we leaves."
All we want is you off our planet, off our world, and we will help you leave.
Hey, one of your icons doesn't have a red thing. This one here, so it must not be from your combat tracker.
Gotcha. I'll get rid of it. That's like my favorite one too. All right. He says, "Eyes just gives us the fragments.
Hold on.
No needs to dies.
You can have some fragments.
Fragments."
One of these bone boys, you can have fragments.
We will take it if we wants to.
He used to say no.
He says,
He used to say, I like my fragments.
very swells. And so I have pictures, I think, too. By the way, let me see.
Oh, they look handsome as they are.
I know. Oh, I even have better pictures, I think. Hang on. I got something here for you. There we go. So the two guys in front of you look just like that. So that's kind of what their appearance is.
Handsome fellers.
Yeah. And the other guys that are flying, let's see, look like that.
Oh my.
He says, Amaxian says to you, he says, our masters, he sent us to collect it. Visasonics wants it now. We knows it's in your bags. Clerics, it's in your bags. Dig it out and give it to us.
It's our precious. Can't have no precious.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
What? Why not?
I get it. You don't handle rejection well, but you're not gonna get it. So either come take it or move along.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
All right. So the creature that's immediately kind of to the south of him, he starts to cast a spell.
Spellcraft.
Yeah, go for it. Give me rolls.
I should put it in the tower.
All right. Anybody else with the spellcraft?
I'll throw one in there.
Alrighty. All right. If you figured it out, I sent you a whisper with what it is. And immediately after the spell is cast, you see a large wall of ice that stands about 30 feet high that separates Tanner and Carl from the rest of the group.
Carl kills everybody, so I'm
They're the ones in trouble back there, right? So, all right. The other creature, the one immediately to the north, also casts a spell, which now you guys know is also a wall of ice. And it seems to shoot a wall of ice that goes like this, that now separates Razik from the rest of the group. It's again about 30 feet high. Razik, are you still 5? Yeah, you're still 5 foot, right? Or 5 square. Is that right? Because you're not in wild shape. There we go. The bone-like creature that's just down from you, Razik, kind of reaches out and tries to sting you with the back of his tail there. So it sort of shoots out. You guys can kind of see it kind of reaching out towards him, and it misses you. And then Razik, you're up. Lysyric, the one that's kind of to the south, says, Isa hates to kills you alls, but I guess it's going to be. It's okay, you have lots of nice toys. The cynic says we can keep whatever's we gets. Yeah, I got you. Can you hear us? No, we can't hear you.
What's wrong? Hello, hello.
There you go. Now we got you.
I can hear you now.
Yeah. Uh, can you redo that attack with a +4?
What's that again, buddy?
Redo that last attack on me with a +4.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I had a +4 AC effect on.
Sure, no problem. Oh, thank you for catching that. I appreciate it. All right, so he's going to hit you. And, of course, he has a poisoned tip there, so... And you succeed. Alrighty. There you go. Now you can go.
I draw the lightning sword
Okay.
and activate the fly.
Nice.
And then I one shot.
Okay.
I think I can move as part of the drawing.
Okay.
Uh,
Should be there, sorry. Yeah, I think that's a special ability of it. You gonna fly up and over the wall?
yep.
Alright, gotcha. So you're kind of up on top of the wall, because the wall was 30 feet, I think, so... Alright, Bose, you're up. So, Bose, you're on the opposite side of the wall. You can't really see anything that's going on. You just see ice kind of surrounding you in two different directions.
All right. I'll give Chingo a 15 and I don't know which one, 16.1 or something. Anyhow, I
Yeah,
figured
okay.
I probably have.
So the wall extends 50 feet to the northwest and 50 feet to the southwest.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can have Chingo bust through the wall.
Alright, sounds good. Sorry, I was just chuckling at something else.
So is it a strength check or just a damage roll? Or
Let's do a strength check. That sounds good. I like that.
oh, nice roll, Chingo.
There you go. So, let's see. Yeah, 15 plus caster level. He is unable to break through the ice.
Did I do any damage to it?
I'm checking to see here. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, go ahead and roll like a 1d3.
1d3.
Yeah, well, that's his head. I mean, he can't be too hard.
Yeah, he's using his hooves to bust.
So it's alright. Well, whatever his damage would be
He
then.
can use his teeth.
He uses blunt force head. Yeah, go ahead.
So, oh, that's attacks.
That's okay. No problem.
So just one damage, just one attack.
You can use both hooves. You can use both, or all three. That's fine.
I was trying to think.
As a hardness or whatnot, but
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was kind of looking at here right now to see. So there's some significant cracks that are in the ice. Definitely looks like you probably can break through with another attack. That'll open up about a 10-foot square area of ice.
all right. I had my bow out, so with the ice stuff there, I'm not gonna waste arrows on it. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold my action, see if one of these things decide to try and reach over to whatever. How high up is it?
30 feet.
30 feet up.
Yep.
And like 100 feet long?
Just about. Yep.
90 feet long?
Yep. About 100 feet. 90, 100 feet. Yep. Right around there.
Tactical geniuses.
All right. So you're gonna hold your action there.
Just hold my action. All I can really do.
All right. Sounds good.
Attack.
Carl's up.
We're not locked.
Alrighty. I'm gonna run right up. Sounds good. And then who's he gonna attack? Now the
Yep.
bone-like creatures are 10 feet flying, so I wish I had a way to indicate that. But the two other guys are on the ground.
Two guys are on the ground. Right?
Yep, the other two are on the ground. Yep. Nice.
Sorry, moving windows around.
That's okay, no problem. Oh.
The
Wow.
combat tracker was moving.
Well, yeah, we'll blame it on the combat tracker.
Oh man, hey, friendly fire.
Wait.
Oh, you're shooting at Tanner. Oh, I see. That's funny. I'll apply it to mixing. I'm sure it's a miss. Yeah. Oh, it's just a point anyways. Doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. You changed the color of your dice for Carl. Wow.
Maybe roll a few before we start.
Throw a couple out there. Last week, I think you guys were rolling 20s like crazy, weren't you? Yeah, it was last week. It was like 20 heaven. All right, Cormir.
Okay, I want to target the point in the wall where there's the cracks from Chingo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And I'll cast Magic Missile.
Okay, sounds good. You just want to do one magic missile once, or are you going to fire all 5 at it?
I'll fire all 5.
All right, sounds good. All right, so there's a hole now in that line. That's open about 10 feet. Bows, you, I think, got a readied action, right? Pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he said he was holding it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, sorry, I had the mic muted.
No, that's all right, man. No problem. So-
I had held a.
Yeah.
I had the means to do it.
So
Oh,
you
look at that.
you do
Wall crack.
wall crack. Wall's open.
Hey, within 30 feet. All right.
Because obviously 20 to 20.
Roll.
That's new, but right now,
I'm not under a haste, right?
Not yet. I'm sure it's coming though.
so
One
basically,
hit.
they're making it in the long run.
Nice.
Oh, lousy.
Oh,
Lousy, man.
oh.
Oh my god, and DR. We are in deep doo-doo.